Bushy leaves. Bushy leaves. It's so fluffy. Oh, how I've missed you. That's right, we finally got back our fluffy Booshes. And I am so freaking happy. Oh, just look how good they look. Oh, so good. So yeah, we got back our resource packs. Unfortunately, we still don't have our data packs just because they still need to be updated to 1.20.5. But those were just small things. I think armor stands and diminishing tools and stuff like that. So just small things that we don't really need right now. But yeah, we got back the fluffy Booshes and that's all I care about. There are a few other changes. For example, the sun and the moon are now 3D. So that's neat. And yeah, we also got... Huh? Oh, I think this looks so cool. So this is just a normal moss carpet, but it has a little overhang texture on it. So now whenever we place it on a block, oh, that looks so good. Oh, I'm absolutely loving that. And yeah, so you need a block free for it in order to go over, but it looks like it also works with slabs. So that's really, really cool. However, more importantly, we got back our dark GUI, and I am super happy about that. Now I'm not burning my eyes every time I open my inventory. Ooh, that's fancy. Looks like a ghast. I want a ghast moon. Oh, we need to figure out if we can find some kind of resource pack to make a ghast moon. That would be awesome. But yeah, I just realized that we haven't done the intro yet, so let me go ahead and just Hey. Welcome back to another episode on CypherCraft. And in the last episode, we started the Shadowwood Pines. And I have to say, I'm absolutely loving this project, and apparently so do a lot of other people. The last episode I think was the most views I've ever gotten on a video, so that's really, really cool. Yeah, now obviously last episode was a little bit more slower paced. My editing wasn't that great because the video was a little bit rushed, so attention rate wasn't that great, but hey, the thumbnail did bring in some traffic, so that was really, really cool to see. We also found another one of these little ancient sapling things. But yeah, it's not doing anything. I think this one took a couple days for it to start to sprout, so I guess we're just gonna have to give this a little bit more time. But yeah. Anyway, so today I want to go ahead and fall off of that and focus our attention over in this area. But yeah, this is actually the first time I'm seeing this with the bushy leaves, and yeah. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, that looks a lot better. That's really cool. So as you know from previous episodes, unless you're new, then first of all, hi, welcome, you're beautiful. And I'm not good at terraforming or building really any kind of natural generation or natural builds. That's something that I struggle on. So the reason that we built this was not only for a backdrop for our starter base, but also a cool place to visit in our world, but also because I want to practice, building trees and stuff. I'm getting a lot of inspiration from a lot of other builders, as well as IRL, like walking through the woods and stuff. And yeah, I mean, practice. Practice makes perfect. So that is why I wanted to do this. And the trees looked okay, but they looked a little janky, with like a lot of bare spots and stuff. But with the bushy leaves, I mean, it doesn't really change that much, but it does kind of cover them up a little bit more and makes them a little less distracting. But yeah, I think that's definitely an improvement. 7 out of 10 for sure. The bushy leaves do kind of hide our little pine cones a little bit more, but you know what, I'm fine with that, so that's cool. They don't stick out as much, but you can still notice them when you're glancing up. And yeah, this is looking so good. But yeah, I do want to continue this forest over in this direction. However, it does take a long time just to build one tree. But yeah, we'll slowly do that in the background, and yeah, slowly expand this area. However, I do want to spend a little bit of time over here. And yeah, I was thinking, we have a forest, but what are woods without a log cabin? So I thought that would be really cool. I was thinking we could probably level this out a little bit, flatten it out, and put a cabin back here. I think it would fit in pretty well. We have this kind of to protect it in the back, and then yeah, we can clear out the trees a little bit so they're not as dense. But yeah, I think that would be really, really cool. The purpose of this cabin is going to be for storage purposes, because we are slowly outgrowing our starter storage system. Yeah, as you can see, it's all over the place. We did go ahead, we already moved out all of the natural blocks, such as the leaves and the plants, and we built a silo for them. We also have our little mud factory, which we are storing all of our mud at. And eventually we're also going to have to make a building to store all of the stone, cobblestone, andesite, stuff like that. A lot of which we're getting over here by the big dig, which, you know what, it's actually going pretty well. It's taking a lot of time. It's going to take more time to get it all the way down, but we are getting a lot of goodies out of that. And since we're running out of room in here for wood as well, I just thought it would be a good idea to build a separate building to store all of our wood, especially since our projects in this world are going to slowly get bigger. And yeah, what better place than in a cabin in the woods. Oh, this moss looks so good. So yeah, I've already gone ahead and I've designed a little something, so let me go ahead, let me gather some materials, and let's get building. Alright, and there we go. I think that turned out pretty good, actually. Yeah, so this is a little bit more dilapidated. I kind of wanted to look like it was here for a long time, and then the owner of this cabin kind of just patched it up with some wood types that don't really match up and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it looks really, really cool. It kind of looks a little bit like a barn, like especially with this barn roof. But yeah, I think it's really cute. We have, yeah, a lot of different like wood types and stuff. This doesn't really make sense right here. I was trying to use wood to highlight. For example, we have some lighter up here, but for example, like where the sun wouldn't shine, we have kind of the darker colors and stuff like that. Yeah, so technically this should be dark too, but whatever, it looks cool. And of course we also boarded up the windows so you can't really see through, and yeah, I think that's just kind of cool little detail. And yeah, for the interior, it's really messy. We still need to figure out what we want to do. And oh sorry buddy. Yeah, Eric is just helping me move stuff in, and yeah, and then we can get the interior ready. Also have a lot of storage in here. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I want this to be. I want this to be a storage area, storage build for all the wood types and stuff. This is definitely not going to be enough room because now I kind of want to decorate this like a normal house and stuff like that. But we are going to put like a wood lumberjack yard over here, and yeah, we also have a chimney, and I have some cool ideas what to do with that. But yeah, I think this looks really, really cool. I also expanded the bridges quickly. So yeah, now we can actually ride over them, so they are now horse approved. But I have been working a little bit with Eric on the interiors, and yeah, most of it's actually done, so that's exciting. I just have to throw in a few quick details. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, so this is the main entrance. Maybe we can, you know, we're gonna bring in some coarse dirt and some gravel and stuff and make it look like an actual worn down path. But if we come inside, ta-da! It's, yeah, really small. We don't have a lot of space to work with, but I mean, for interiors, that's not bad, I don't think. Yeah, we have kind of like a little bookshelf over here to put our stuff. Also, that's where my stone cutter is. I've been looking for that. And yeah, we have a nice little couch and a cool little fireplace. I wanted to add this, so yeah, if we're out and working, we can then put all of our, work clothes right here, then they'll dry by the fire. And we can also, boop, awesome. So yeah, when we're here, we can just click it, it'll automatically turn on, and yeah, that's nice. We also have this little divider wall and a little kitchen over here. Really small, but yeah, I think it's really, really cool. Maybe we can bring some water bottles and take out a little bit of water, just so it's not completely full, but yeah, I think this looks really cool. We also have an upstairs, and yeah, we have some bookshelves. Again, not a lot of work, not a lot of space, I mean, but yeah, we also have a little dead plant over here because, you know, no one's watering it. But yeah, I wanted to then quickly throw down a bed. This bed was originally white, now it's gray because of all the soot coming from the fireplace. So I think that's a cool little detail. And then we can maybe, yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, okay, let's keep the creeper. Awesome. So yeah, and yeah, just like that. Nice. But yeah, we do need to make sure that we put the fire out whenever we leave because we don't want the cabin to burn down, and yeah, I don't have insurance on this place. So yeah, that's really, really cool, and I'm absolutely loving how this build is coming together. Now over here, I do have a plan for something cool. However, yeah, I need to get some string because I'm completely out. So, bonjour. I really need to light up this forest. Oh, speaking of string, perfect. No. Ow. Oh no, you're destroying my trees. Go. But yeah, we're gonna need a lot more string than this. So yeah, let me go ahead. I'm gonna go down into the caves, try to get some more string, and then yeah, then we can start adding more decorations to this place. Alright, so I was thinking for over here, we could probably throw some of these guys down. I think the looms look really cool, kind of like grates or something. And then we can throw in some dark oak signs, and yeah, I think that works. We can then maybe also boop, 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 and then we can throw in some trapdoors. Yeah, okay, it works. It's fine. Kind of like that. Nice. And then I was thinking, right, we could then take some of these logs and we can kind of like just lay them out kind of like this. Maybe we can add one over here. Something like this. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah, something like this. And then over on this side, we can then, yeah, just do the same thing, but we'll have it stripped this time. So then it kind of looks like it's being dragged over, it's being cut, and then yeah, we're getting all the bark off of it. So that's a cool detail. Maybe we can even add some of these guys. So maybe something like this, maybe even, let's see, do we have, we can make some stairs, and we can also probably make some slabbages. Like so. And we can also probably make some trapdoors. Alright, so if we do this, we can then something like this, like this. Maybe something like this, maybe some boom, a trapdoor, trapdoor over here, kind of like sawdust and stuff like that. We can also maybe even go ahead and just change some of this ground. Like so. Yeah, looks kind of cool. And yeah, we can just experiment and just add a little bit more here and there to kind of make it look like a natural pile. But yeah, I think that's gonna look really, really cool. So yeah, something like that. And then we can also go ahead and kind of, where's the middle? Somewhere around here. Yeah, I guess we can kind of do this. Or should that be over by one? Let's actually move that over by one. So here, boom, 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 boom. And then, yeah, it kind of looks like it's being tied together. Nice. All right. And yeah, that's good for a first pass. I can also come in here and add a little bit more details and stuff. If we get some wandering traders, I think I have to wait till we get our data pack updated, but then we have the more heads, so I think that includes mini blocks, so maybe we can get some wood mini blocks and decorate the area with that. But so far, I think that looks really, really cool. Again, I'll come in with like the ground and make it look all fancy and stuff, but yeah, nice. So now the one thing that is missing from this storage build is, yeah, the ability to actually store all the wood. So yeah, I was thinking, which I know doesn't happen often, what if we add a small little lumberjack yard over on this side? Kind of just like a really quick pop-up shed tent thing. I don't really know what to call it, but yeah, I think that'll fit into the area quite nicely. So let's go ahead and just boop boop and boop boop. Nice. So yeah, this thing turned out a lot bigger than I was anticipating, but I think it looks really, really cool. So we're still going with like this dilapidated feel like we have for the roof. Using the same wood palette that we had for this building. And yeah, we have all of the logs out on display. There are 10 different types of wood blocks, 11 if you count bamboo, but I don't, so 10. And yeah, so we only have 8 out because I didn't want to fill up the central area, but it definitely brings the point across that here's where we store all of the different wood types. And yeah, I think it looks really, really cool. At the very end of the hall, we do have all of our barrels and all of the different wood types. And yeah, they're actually laid out this way because they actually refill themselves. So if we go ahead and pop back here, this is kind of like the maintenance area. Yeah, you can see that we have a double chest feeding into these barrels. So whenever, yeah, we take something out, then yeah, it will automatically get refilled. So this will always stay full. If we do go out and we grind a bunch of wood and stuff, we also have an extra double chest of storage for each wood type. So yeah, we don't have to worry about storage anymore. Yeah, this is all manual. There is no redstone, but we don't really need it because it's pretty simple. So, however, as you might be able to tell, this only has the logs in it. There's no slabs or stairs or anything like that. And that is something that I've been thinking a lot about. The storage room is the most important room in your world. It is where you have all of your items, it is where you spend the most of your time, and if you have a good storage system, then yeah, you can play the game efficiently. However, I am not efficient. And yeah, so I don't really want to have like a big sorter system. Like, don't get me wrong, in the future, definitely when we have our mega base, I want all the bips and the bobs and all the redstone. But for now, in our little starter area, I don't want to play the game for playing the game. I want to kind of play the game as more of an experience. I want to be immersed into the game. And so that's why I think it's going to be really annoying. I mean, I know that already because I have to run up to the silo and then over to the iron farm, then over to the moss machine, and it does get annoying if you forget something. But I think that just adds to the whole experience and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take all of these slabs, stairs, trapdoors, fence posts, everything wood related, and I'm going to put it over in this corner of our world. We're going to have the raw logs over here, and then I'm thinking we can maybe, because we have this thing over here, maybe make a little shed or a little warehouse or something back here where, yeah, we can store all of the wood products. I don't really have anything designed right now, so I think we're just going to kind of wing it, kind of try to fuse this style with this style, and yeah, see what we get. So let's go ahead and give a nice big spin, and oh, we accidentally spun in a Shy's house. But yeah, nice, alright. It is a bit brown, but I think if we bring in some bushes and some greenery, it would look a lot better. But yeah, awesome. So on the inside, we, oh, that's embarrassing. Let's try the other door. That's better. But yeah, so now we have a very long hallway with all the blocks. I tried to represent them with a few blocks here on top. So like, for example, we have slabs over here, full blocks and stripped, as well as stairs, trapdoors, rails, and ladders and stuff like that. And so they are kind of organized, but at the same time, we can just throw random stuff in here, and yeah, everything will then be organized. So that is awesome. We now have a place for all this stuff, and yeah, it looks kind of cool. Maybe we can also add some water particles dripping down and stuff, and that would be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move over all of our processed wood over to our shack. And I think I'm also going to go ahead and do a bunch of grinding, get a bunch of logs harvested up and put into our little storage area. Because between the trees and this build right here, I'm basically out of wood now. But I'll go ahead and do that off camera because this is going to take a lot of time. However, yeah, there are still a few things I want to do in this episode, and that is dealing with this area. Now, I think this place looks really cool how it is. Also, I just noticed we need to fix that. But it is missing one thing, and that is the human element. So yeah, I think I want to go in here with some paths, some tree stumps, maybe some vehicles or two, and just make it look a lot more lived in, a lot more overgrown, and just add a lot more character and a lot more story to this place as well. So yeah, let me go ahead and yeah, let's get cracking. Square nut. Allen key. Flex tape. Oh man. This took forever, but it looks so good. So yeah, we added a bunch of details, as you can see, and yeah, this place is really starting to shape up. So yeah, let's start over here. So I started building the path. I did have a lot of trouble with this, but I think it's slowly getting to the point where I'm happy with it. It is kind of busy with all these textures and stuff, especially over here. But I mean, this is more high traffic, so maybe it makes sense. But yeah, a little bit of tweaking, and then I think this will look really, really good. But yeah, we went ahead, we added some more of these little trees and some bamboo, by the way. This is the BOO trick of getting these little leaves that are poking out at each section, which I think look really cool. I'm not sure if these really fit in here because they are very vibrant, but I was thinking, right, like these are kind of the new sprouts that are growing up, and then eventually they'll turn into one of these wooden trees, and then eventually the big daddy. But yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. So we'll have to mess around a little bit. I was also thinking of maybe adding berry bushes in here because, yeah, I think they fit, but they are also very vibrant with the red too, so I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we can play around with those. And yeah, we added some tree stumps, some grass, more of these just piles. They don't really serve any purpose, but I thought they looked cool. And I want to make sure that we have a bunch of crafting tables everywhere, in case we need to craft something as we're walking around. And yeah, the path continues over here. We threw in some stones and stuff like that. And yeah, a little bit more tweaking is required over here, but oh, I think it's looking so good. And of course the path then continues around to the shed and the Shice house. But yeah, and then we added this guy. So this is not my design. A YouTuber by the name of MC1K created this, I believe. And yeah, I thought it was really cool. I did want to try one of the bigger tractors so we could put more details on it, but I mean, look at this place. These people don't really have a lot of money, so they're not going to be able to afford one of the bigger, fancier tractors because, yeah, big tractors are expensive. But I did go ahead and I changed up the design a little bit. For example, I added this part right here. So yeah, they're using their old tractor. They modified it so they're able to drag the logs around so they can move them around and stuff. We also added, a little lectern up here, which is kind of like a steering wheel. We added these because they kind of looked cool, and yeah. But oh, this looks so cool. I'm absolutely loving how this place is shaping up. Now, I'm not quite sure what to do right here, for example. I do want to add a few more trees, but I need to figure out where the clearing is going to be. So yeah, maybe the trees will come to like here, I'm thinking. And then once we know where that is, we'll know where the shade is. So, obviously over here, not a lot of plants are going to grow because there's no sunlight. But once we know where the edge is going to be, then we can start creating more of these small little bushes and these little saplings and stuff. And then fill this place up with like bushes and stuff, which I think will look, really cool. There is one more thing I want to do over here today, and that is the food situation. So these guys are pretty far away from our starter area. Also, eventually we will have a village over where we have the big dig. We also have a harbor over there. But yeah, that's pretty far away, so these guys won't always be able to, import stuff from over there. So I was thinking maybe we could add some kind of wheat field over here, something like that, so that they have their own food supply. I think that will look really cool and also tie this place together. So let's go ahead and spin around and, we didn't spin around enough. Let's do it again and voila. Nice. So yeah, we have the path coming over in this direction. I'm not sure about the sunflowers. Maybe if we bring in some leaves, that'll kind of like blend them in, but right now they're sticking out like a sore thumb. But yeah, so the path comes over in this direction. We have this nice little wheat field that we can go through, and yeah, with some little decorative bits here and there. We have a little fork in the road, so this path then continues out this way through the forest, and the other path then goes up in this direction. And by the way, this looks really, really cool. And I was thinking, horse race path. Huh? Maybe. Sounds like it could be a fun project, but definitely in the future because I want to get a little bit more infrastructure built up. But yeah, I think this is really, really cool. I think this complements this area pretty well, and yeah, nice. It also makes a lot of sense, and so yeah, we can tell a story with this. But unfortunately, it is that time again, and yeah, I don't have that much footage for this episode, but we did do a lot. I mean, we created a brand new place in our world, And yeah, I'm really happy with the progress that we made. But real quick before we end the video, I want to go ahead and do one thing that I've been putting off for a while. And I think it was over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Yoink. Yoink. And boop. Boop. Nice. Boop. Bonjour. And boop. Nice. But as always, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm excited about the progress of our world thus far. It's really cool to see our world progress and slowly shape up over the episodes. And I can't wait to see where this journey takes us. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.